As I lay back gazing up into the sky, watching the eagles soar, the subtle clanging of the rigging as the boats sway in the breeze is lulling. The sun, though warming in spirit, was not physically, the wind cold and biting, with weather that changes on a snap. This is Ladner Village, a cozy town tucked away in southwestern BC, historically a farming and fishing community, and largely untainted by its close proximity to the metropolitan city of Vancouver. Since 1969, the Delta Museum and Archives Society have been building and sharing the rich history of the Delta region. Catherine McPherson, Assistant Archivist, will now talk about some of the significant moments in Ladner's history.
Hi, I'm Catherine McPherson, and I'm the Assistant Archivist here at the Delta Archives, which is part of the Delta Museum and Archives Society. Ladner itself became the original town site for Delta. It was incorporated in 1879. George Massey was a big spokesperson for the idea of improving transportation to the area, and I think it was 56. It all got started, and they started planning and routing the tunnel out. Although it certainly changed the community from being mostly fishing and farming to being more of a bedroom community where a lot of people now didn't work solely in the community, and a lot of the agricultural land was put into the agricultural land reserve. So that helped protect agriculture in the area. The first major flooding in the area was in 1892. In January of 1895, the area suffered a huge flood, which flooded most of the town site. After that, then that was when they decided to put in a municipal dike along Mud Bay. Yeah, Ladner and the southern part of Delta is between 6 and 10 feet above sea level.
Surrounded by water on three sides, Boundary Bay, the Georgia Strait, and the Fraser River, Ladner and the Delta region stayed relatively unscathed.
It's just an all-around good place. Good place to raise a family. I'm doing it.
We came to Ladner hoping to, get back to a quiet place. And it seems to have worked out so far. It seems to be that nice little, quiet little town in the middle of the city. A lot of farms, pretty quiet, good neighborhood.
Today, Ladner and the Delta region face some real challenges to maintain its rich farming and fishing operations, as well as what is now considered an invaluable environmental resource containing a rare dome peat bog. With an internationally significant wildlife habitat, Burns Bog and Boundary Bay are a major stopover for migrating birds along the Pacific Flyway. We're here at Boundary Bay, a great wildlife area for the Delta District, of which Ladner is a part of. And we're out here today to try and give you a show of the snowy owl, which is migrating through right now. And this is about as far south that they come down during the cold months of the winter. It's somewhere around 1.5 million birds that pass through this area as a sanctuary. To my delight, many birders out with their binoculars and cameras, more than willing to share their experience through the lens. It's incredible that this kind of a place exists so close to a huge metropolitan city like Vancouver. We're outside the Burns Bog Society today, and we're about to go inside and meet with Eliza Olson. She's the president and head honcho here, and hopefully she's going to be able to give us some great insights as to what the society does and what's so important about this Burns Bog.
I'm Eliza Olson. I'm the president of the Burns Bog Conservation Society, and I'm also the founding president, so that means I've been here for the last 24 years. Some things about Burns Bog. First off, you have to realize that only 3% of the Earth's surface is covered with peat bogs. And part of those there are different types of bogs. One of the rarest types is a raised peat bog found at the mouth of a river or estuary. And Burns Bog is a raised peat bog at the mouth of the Fraser River. Of the 15 species of cranes worldwide are either threatened or endangered. And in Canada, the crane sandhills are not threatened. Locally, they are. When your cranes are threatened, your wetlands are threatened. Without funding and without our educational programs, people aren't going to be aware of how important Burns Bog is. But you know who really did turn the tide? It was a lot of young people who had gone to North Delta Secondary, and they had people like Hollis Kelly take them out into the Delta Nature Reserve and educate them.
We're on the causeway to the BC Ferry terminal, and this is a bit of a contentious area. Over to my left is the Tsawwassen First Nations Band Reserve, and there's been some dispute with them between the BC Ferry terminal and the Delta port that's in behind me here. And the reason for this contention is that some of the pollutants that have been going into the waters here are causing a very deadly bacteria that stunts all growth in this area. And so we're just going to have a quick look around here and see what this is about and what the area looks like. We've already previously visited the Delta port there, but we're going to take a closer look at the BC Ferry terminal now. Another migratory route, but this time not for birds, but for people. It's another area that adds a lot of traffic and congestion through the Delta region. In today's episode, we shared a unique village within a unique environment. Essential to the millions of birds passing through and also home to many species of wildlife. With the land being chiseled away slowly, there's great chance that we lose not only what is precious to this region, but precious to the world. Once gone, there will be no replacing this unique ecosystem and no telling what the long-lasting effects will be on the world's environment. Is progress really progress when we're tampering with the livelihoods of future generations? I'm David Krawchuk, and thanks for watching Life on the Edge.